Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin. Hope that you're all doing very well as always. Today we're going to update the levels, the waves, everything really. You're going to get my plan. So we can start with this. By the way, is the sound working well? Normally yes. Perfect. Good morning mate. I saw your message in the chat. So we don't have any new daily. So this is check. We can now move on the MOONCHARTS template. So we have two naked session path control below us. We've got a single print field on the top. That's why this was the top here. So we have 26,690. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to trade what. This black. All right. I'm not sure I'm going to trade this naked session path control, to be fair. It's how we'll see. 26,690. Good. And a second one, 26,630. Good. We have nothing else here. So TPO 27,078. Bam. There is a TPO here. Good. Be aware of the single print just above the high here. Okay, this is what we were playing yesterday in the live training session. We have this right here, single print just above. Okay, daily negative path control here. We have that one. So we have 27,088. Oops. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background. And I'm gonna remove that because I don't want to get too much levels here at the same place. So we can take all of this and pull it into the key level folder here, and we're good. So yeah, these are all the levels really we have to add on the chart today to be aware of. So I'm gonna set some few alerts there. Gonna just remove that right here. This one is good. I can add that one there. That will be the TPO. Just gonna rename that. Good. I'm gonna pull this here. Nice. Gonna remove that by the way. If you want to trade the lower time frame, because the thing is right now, okay, we've got so our short entry here. Why? Because this is what we have planned really. Okay, not gonna lie, it's as simple as that really. We have planned this on the Discord server. I mean on Discord server, no, daily update. We have planned the long. So we've got the long trade, we've got the retest of that trend line, we've got our long trade, we've got our short entry, a retest here I told you, and we woke up by the way at 4 AM to let you know that we was reaching my target again. So we got our second and short entry. After we shorted at top, we now went below. Oops, right here. We went below. We got a flip to resistance. So you know what it means, right? Now if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. That's part of the game, really. And now I'm going to look for a long if we manage to maybe, for example, reclaim the range value at low. We flip into resistance yesterday, flip this into support, and from here get a rise. If we can get a flip to support before that, for example, get another flip to support before we get a continuation, that's perfect. I'm gonna trade this flip to support, okay? But personally here, so yeah, as I warned you, by the way, yesterday, yesterday, in the live training session, by the way, we've got, this possible swing through pan to be aware of right here before this big zone of support. If we have to come here around the FOMC time, you really have to be aware of this swing through pan. We went here just after, before the FOMC time. So yeah, this was, something to be aware of. But personally, I did not hit that long here. I'm long from the 24K wick. I'm long from 15,000. If I miss that, I really don't care, to be honest with you. Okay, I prefer to wait for some much bigger levels to be hit, because yes, this is good for a day trade, but I prefer to wait for low to come or for a retest to come here. Okay, for a retest, because this was not good enough for me to open really a nice long trade. So I'm gonna wait for the retest. There is nothing good here. I'm gonna simply wait for another low to be made. Okay, new low to be made, and so more likely for the weekly negative path on trend, the weekly to be hit. Okay. But yeah, for a possible retest, we can of course look for some possible lower time frame levels here. So you can pull this kind of fixed range. You can pull the if I can click that, the retracement tool here. Bam. So what do you have here? Confluence is not crazy, to be honest. Right, yeah, so you do have something around there, really. Okay, let's say you have something in there. Below it's possible, you can see here, we do have this nice 7xx and this, the value low here. But yeah, we'll be more looking for such from the path control, naked session path control, value low of this fixed range. That one here. And the naked session path control. This really is the zone really where you have to look for a long. So I'm gonna pull this a bit above. So I'm gonna be looking for a long here. If there is nothing good for a long in here, so to speak, what I mean with this is simply you have to read the order flow. Okay, this right here, just have to read this and make your decision. Okay, if there is nothing good in there, then simple, we're simply going to look for a new line. So this was really a bad low. That's why I did not feel the long yet. Same as here. Okay, same as here, and exactly the same here. So you get a bounce, we still drop. We get a bounce, we still drop. So I'm gonna catch a retest if this is good, of course. But yeah, so if we start to fall from here, still the same plan as it was on the very top. Okay, if we start to fall from here, weekly negative path control, so we do have this first possible long trade. Why we do have this? Because we have some waves that match with this. Okay, so we can look for a possible long trade like that. Okay, so make a new low, make a new high here. Everyone will wait for this kind of triple bottom to be taken, so we do not take this, which is bound from here, and or maybe go below, take the two lows, for example, not the three, reclaim, flip to support, bam, get a bounce. For example, here we can get a long setup. Okay, so this is something possible. I'm going to show you next wave we can look for for this configuration. If we start losing this with nothing good for a long, simple, we just have to look for the next area. Okay, so we can look for this time this triple bottom here with a lot of stop loss. So we look at this triple bottom here because we have a lot of stop loss here, so we can look for a quick move down into this for a possible swing through pan. Okay, and so yeah, if we get something good and bullish in there, we can look for such bounce. Okay, yeah, so it can be another possible long trade. Okay, and if we start losing this, then yeah, it's not looking so good, to be fair, because the thing is, if we start to get acceptance below that level, okay, we'll have a single print. So if we get acceptance below the single print here, we expect it to be filled, and so to go to the bottom of it, so to speak, to go around the low, to come back around the low. So if we start to come back around the low, we have more chance to take out the lows, down to get a bounce from here. For the moment, we need to see the data. For example, if we start coming around the low, getting a massive amount of shorts here, but it's not moving down, then yeah, we have the possibility of getting a reversal without taking the lows. But if we don't get this data, we're just going to take out the lows. So if we take out the lows here, we can look for a swing through power failed auction. If there is nothing here, next low, exactly the same swing through power failed auction. Next, yes, we do have some bigger time frame support, but again, quick move up, so we can get a quick move down. So really be careful with this. Okay, if we start breaking this, I am more likely looking for a new low here to be made. Okay, simple as that, really. Now if we start to reclaim this right here, okay, so what we'll have to look for really is let me just pull it like that. It's not that complex, to be honest. Okay, if we start reclaiming this, flip to support, get acceptance higher, the first real sign of strength to expect higher will be if we reclaim that value area low. If we start reclaiming this, then yes, we're going to look for a possibility to reclaim the range. Okay, so this is a sign of strength, and so we expect to more likely get a nice continuation. Okay, minimum to the value area high. So target, if we have to go above value area low first, then if we reclaim path control, but I will prefer to visit here the value area high. Why we'll have to be aware of this path control? We'll have the naked session path control exactly on this. Okay, if you pull it like that. Okay, value area high is the daily, path control is the naked session path control. Oh, by the way, no, it's not the daily. That's where I placed that before, it was a daily. Or maybe it was like that. Yeah, almost like this. Okay, anyway. So we have this value area low here, naked session path control with the path control, and we have this daily with the value area high. Okay, again, I prefer personally here this value area high, place it that way. Okay, so be aware of these these two highs here, taken on Bybit but non-Coinbase. Okay, so be aware of these two highs. We'll have this value area high just a bit above. Can be a nice target for a short. Okay, so yeah, this, if we start reclaiming all of this, we can simply look more likely here for a new high. I mean, be aware of these tops right here because we'll have a weekly, also and a daily, you know, around there. But if we get nothing of these tops, we're simply going to look for a new high to be made, really. Okay, we can still, again, we're taking a high, so swing through pan failed auction at this top. But if we don't do this, we're simply going to look for a new high to be made. And so if you make a new high for the moment, because targets can change, it depends if this is still a double EXY, oops. if this is still, you know, the triple wave to the upside, and we're, you know, we're making just a bigger triple wave into the last wave, okay, right here, it depends on this. But if we have, for example, to make a double X, Y, X, and Z, then we're going to switch to another way to pull the extension tool, and so the targets are not going to be exactly the same. But for now, if we push higher, this is, the levels are still exactly the same. So we have, first of all, if we break this, swing for pound fair auction as always. If we don't, weekly, okay, if we break this, we'll have simply to look for these highs right here to be taken, or these highs, take these highs, get a big drop. And if we don't get the bearish data, well, simple, we'll just look for a new high to be made. Okay, that's it. So this is a plan right now. It's very good to see we've got both entries, long and short. That's pretty nice, not gonna lie. And if you pay attention, by the way, I was sleeping personally, but if you pay attention here on the 30 minutes, for example, what you've got exactly coming into a target, you've got another 20 million of new longs opening here. So what the fuck will long still long here? I mean, this is just pretty crazy. People are just looking for a breakout. Yeah, oh my god, we're coming into this, so it's time to long because we're going to break through here for sure. And of course, so now we have two different possibilities. We just go more down to go into the liquidation, take some few stop loss here below the lows, or we just, yeah, get a nice continuation to really get a liquidation, or we just, as I said, go a bit below, just a bit below to get some few liquidations, and from here get a continuation. So we wrecked still some few longs. Okay, so to speak, that's why I was looking for, I'm looking for the retest or for a continuation because of these longs also. Now, so with the waves, okay, with the waves, and then we're done really for today. Do I have some news? Normally no. Oh yeah, we do have some news, by the way. It's tomorrow, we have some bigger news. So 2:30 we'll have some news. Okay, UTC plus 2 as always, we'll have some news here to be aware of. Yeah, so with the waves here, medium time frame one here. So this is what we have planned, you know, first of all, ABC flat really. ABC flat, if we do this one, we just have to look for the C wave here with the impulsive here to the downside. Again, I'm not going to look for only this configuration. Why? Because we have to be aware of some other configuration. Why? Again, simply because we're in some bigger, medium time frame counts that are extremely complex. Why? Because we're in some Z wave, Y leg, all of this, and in this kind of wave you can get a lot of different configurations, okay? And so yeah, that's why that brings us with many different configurations. Now of course I'm going to try to make it very simple. I'm going to show you only two or three different configurations, and yeah, this is, you just have to trade in that case the levels, okay? With the targets I gave you, you just need to trade the reaction you have into these targets, and then we see which one we confirm really. That's it. That's what we have been able, that's how we have been able to show that top, to feel long here, to feel long here. I can't remember if we feel that long here or not. I can't remember. But yeah, that's how I've been, for example, to feel that long here. I mean, yeah. So anyway, here if you pull, you can pull two different extension tool. Okay, on that one you can pull the extension tool of the ABC flat, so to find a C wave target, or the impulsive here. So we can do both really. We can pull this nice extension here to the downside, so you pull the wave 3 target. So you have the wave 3 at 1618. Again, we can go and make a wave 3 at 28%, 2618, 3618, 420, it's possible, but the more likely target with statistics is the 1618. Can we go more down? Can we stop before? Absolutely, it's possible, but it's just less probable. Now wave 4, 38.2 days, the 120 extension is the wave 3 stop on the 1618, and the 120 extension of the wave 5 more likely target again is the 28% if the wave 3 is 1618. So this is a most common impulsive we're going to do if we have to do an impulsive here to the downside. Okay, so we should stop if, again, we stop on the wave 3 on the 1618, we do a 38.2 retracement, and we respect here the 120 extension. For the moment we should stop around 25,400, so to speak, just on the top of the swing of the not the swing field pound, the single print here. Okay, now of course, you know, the wave 5 can stop with a truncated, just a swing field pound with a 618 extension of the wave 5. This is something possible too, so to speak. You know, go into the very big support after the triple bottom here, you know, make the wave 1, 2, 3, for example. Okay, get this like this. Wave 4, maybe we're going to backtest that trend line, and then get the wave 5 into this terrain. From here, bam, get a rise, and we have done this nice ABC. And so now we look for another continuation higher. Really possible. These are some possible ideas. Okay. But yeah, so now what we can do to add some more confidence to this is simply pull the extension tool of the ABC flat. So for this, you just have to pull it from the A wave root to the A wave bottom, right here, to the B wave top. Okay, you can pull this a bit more on the right, like this, and you can pull your correction target. So first of all, you have the MC extension, 618 down to the 786. That's why, bam, truncated wave high. Just a swing through pound at low is possible. It will stay in the 618, I mean DMC extension. Break this, look for the 120 extension that match perfectly with single print, get acceptance into the single print, feel it, go to the bottom of it, and so here we do have some few small support, so that match exactly with this, what we have planned. If we start breaking this, 123 and 27, what we have planned here with the levels, swing through pan fellow train, match perfectly with this. And if we start coming back to the going to the 161 here, what we have planned, the big week on by bit, swing through pan. Perfect, everything match. Okay, that's why the levels are much more important in my opinion than the wave at the moment, because I have 20 configurations. But anyway, so this will be the extension. Let me just pull that by the way a bit more. Oops, not 30, 300 on the left, on the right, yeah, on the left, on the left, like this. Yeah, it's good. So let me just take this, pull it in here, and we are good. So let's hide this. Second configuration, where because again we rejected here the 113, that is a stock market retracement, not the crypto market. Now everything is possible. We can still reject from here. That's why we have taken a short here. Okay, so now if we still have to make one more new high and then retrace to then make, you know, the C wave later with the 5 waves later to speak, we're going to do a bigger B, okay, and then we're going to make the C with the 5 waves. If we have to do this, what we can look for here, it's this, okay. We can simply look here, we'll have the WXY up, so we look here in that case, if we have a 5 waves correction, 5 waves, it can be as always for an ABC and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive. That's why levels again are extremely important. You cannot just trade the waves these days. It's not possible. Well, you can, but you're going to take some massive losses because you have too many configurations. Okay, so in that case, ABC zigzag, you pull the extension to this ABC. You have your 127. That's why some don't like really slow because we did not reach at the 123. It's like, you know, yesterday we've got a bounce, but like from nowhere really. You know, we've got a bounce from below the MC extension. I mean, we will just stop between here the MC extension and the 120 extension. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. There is just no reason to bounce here. So that's why we took the lows and we went into the next area. Okay, that's what also I told you. I will not be surprised to see low here because of this. But so that's why I will prefer to make one more new low to go and touch that, to be honest. Now, yeah, we'll see if we get a retest good or if we get a continuation directly. So yeah, in that case, these are the two targets. 123. Bam, like this. That is clearly the weekly negative powerful trend, the weekly level just below. Okay, again, the 123 is never well touched to $0, so that's why we can go a bit below and bam, bounce from here from this target. That will be the 123. If we start losing the 123, we can simply look for the 161. And again, where this is triple bottom with a monthly negative powerful control and the weekly level, if I'm mistaken, also at that place. Exactly the second target we have planned. So that's why, yeah, to use a wave is good, but we already have everything with the levels at the moment. But yeah, now it gives a context still that we cannot forget. Okay, so yeah, ABC zigzag that in that case brings us with a bigger W X retracement, and so here we can look for a possible bigger push to the upside. That's why I was talking about before this kind of possible trade like this. Okay, we've got this kind of possible long trade with a 123 we have. Okay, and if we get a bounce from here, we look for a new high to look for a possible bigger B wave. Okay, and if we don't do the B wave, we get some kind of close above, then this is very simple. We look simply for what we have planned. We look for the Z wave to be done, and we look for such bigger configuration WXY. Again, here the WXY can be done. It can be simply the bigger WXY. I just drew you earlier, W, X, and then a Y here. That's why we still have to look for such long trades, okay, because we still have this kind of possible configurations. Okay, it's absolutely something possible. Yeah, okay, so that's why we have to look for this kind of long trade here and this kind of long trade here. This is really something we have to be aware of for a new high to be made, possibly. Yeah, so that's my plan really right now, not gonna lie. Be aware of that again with the waves. If we start dropping, for example, below here is a 123 this. If we start dropping, for example, below here is a 1618, okay, of the C. For example, let's say the C here breaks the 1618, goes to 28%. I just want you to be aware of that before this happens. It's absolutely possible. Why? Because again, we're in some very complex correction patterns, and so if we have to be in this configuration, and so if we have to be in this configuration where this is already done, then the X wave is done already, and so we are ready to drop for the Y leg. And so here in that case, we can go really low on this. If I pull the extension to of this, just so you can see the price we can reach here, we can already be in this configuration, and so you can see we can already reach 18,000 here on Bitcoin. See, so that's why to place, for example, limits and to bet on, for example, just the C wave or just the retracement before to push hard. Now you just have to trade levels based off the direction for now, because this is just too risky as well. I mean, again, you do whatever you want. Personally, this is the way I'm going to do it. Now you do as you want, really. But yeah, so just be aware of that. That is also a possible configuration. Now the X wave is very short in terms of time, so something bigger will be cool. But yeah, that's why we're aware of these two targets where you can look for a long to push this higher to make this bigger X wave later, to make, you know, a possible bigger double the XY, as I said earlier, bigger W, X and Y. Or if we have to, for example, take out the lows, so for example, we get this right here, we get our drop, we go take out the lows, as I said, we still have to look for a swing fair parallel option here. Why? Simply because we can be in an A, B, C flat and make this X wave later. It's absolutely possible. Okay, so you see, these waves, too many configurations. But yeah, you have everything in there. You have all the different configurations. I'm looking at the most probable ones really at the moment. So it's pretty cool. In any case, what we do, we know in what we are, and this is the most important, because we don't need then to think about what we are really. Okay, well, now we have done this move, I was looking for this, in what we are right now, I just absolutely have no idea. I have to find now. We are moving like crazy, I have to transfer at the same time. Now you just already plan everything, you know exactly what you're, and bam, you can just trade and enjoy. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, so that's it really for me for today. 20 minutes update, perfect. And yeah, so I don't know if you have some questions, just let me know in the chat if you have some questions. Otherwise, we're good really for today, for this nice stream. And yeah, if you, by the way, want to get a very, very nice tip for the high time frame, for example, if you're buying cryptos, many cryptos, you're buying some different assets, but you're in some massive losses because you bought, for example, a crypto at some price. Now you went like 50% below, so you're already 50% of your asset. Or for example, you're a beginner wanting to invest in crypto, or for example, you're an investor already in crypto wanting to get some more knowledge. Just go and check at this last video here. This is extremely important if you want to buy. I mean, to really, this is just something, you know, where you can buy some crypto, but like very easy. Okay, just very easy. So you plan your target, but you do not buy every single target, simply because you recognize if it's going to bounce or not. And yeah, just go and check this out. Really, you have every information in there. But it can be very interesting in my opinion. You know more likely when to buy. That's pretty cool. But yeah, as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. This just helps so much, as always, as a small YouTuber, or yeah, if you can say a YouTuber, because again, I'm more a trader than a YouTuber, but it's very, very difficult these days to get some visibility on YouTube, really. So yeah, if you can take the time also to share, comment, and everything, thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, if you want to join, by the way, our Discord server, we have all the informations where, yeah, I'm really telling you everything, okay? You can join the Discord server, really, so telling you everything on Bitcoin, what I'm doing. Again, I'm not going to say, hey, I am long, I am short, or whatever, because this is our signal group. So if you're looking for a signal group, this is not the right place. I'm here really to teach you, and so you can learn the way to trade, really. And if you want to follow, of course you follow, but you do whatever you want. And you have, of course, some nice TAs on a lot of different ads. You have some chat where you can post your TAs, talk with everyone, ask me some questions. But yeah, you have some stuff in there. Just go and check this out. And by the way, congrats to all the winners here. yesterday I made I sent you the winners for the giveaway, so it's pretty cool. 1-to-1 session MC switch with 3 exotransplants. I mean, oh, by the way, it was not 3 exotransplants free, this was 1 exotransplant. Why he wrote it down? Anyway, well, I don't know where I wrote this. It was 1 exotransplant, but anyway, yeah, anyway, my bad. That was in the price, 1 exotransplant normally. But anyway, so yeah, very cool. If you're one of the winner, you do not pay attention to this, go and check this out. Maybe you're one of the winner. And anyway, on this being said, I don't see any questions right now. So thank you all for watching. I wish you all a brilliant day, and let's stick to the plan and trade this. Have a nice day. Take care, and catch you all later in another update. Cheers.